What's up, guys? I wanted to do a quick video breaking down this really fun new pass I've been doing recently. It's kind of a hybrid between a stack pass and a toreando towards north-south. A lot of times when people do a stack pass, they're trying to pin their opponent's feet over their head to progress to a stacking position. But with this, we're more focused on elevating our opponent's foot towards the ceiling, and this makes it really difficult for them to get their foot back in between me and them, and it actually makes it unorthodox and easy to step around and finish in north-south passes, or to turn into a full stack or back takes. So first, I'm gonna let you guys see the full sequence uncommentated so you can kind of understand what we're doing, and then I'm gonna break it down step by step as I do it. All right, starting out here, the first thing I try to do is I try to rip on that top leg, because if they overextend, I can often push it past my body and drop into a knee cut, but he keeps his knee tight and elevates his foot a little bit. This makes it so that when I come back by, I kind of rip that foot up towards the ceiling. So you can see my right arm, the elbow is kind of low, and it's almost like I'm pressing that foot up. What he would want to do is bring his foot back down in between me and him, but because of this angle and this pressure, he can't. And that really makes it difficult for him. So now as I start to walk around here, I step my right leg way over his head, because usually they'll try to lasso that outside leg in to recompose, but by being in that position, it's impossible. So now here he puts his foot on the floor to try to realign, and I quick shoot my arm over the back and I get tight, because he wants to bring his feet in between me and him. And now in this position, it's easy to dig into north-south. And again, when I finish the north-south position, I always focus on using my shoulder or my chest to keep both of his shoulder blades pinned to the mat. All right, so now we're gonna look at the second version in full sequence first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and break it down. All right, so starting off here, I try to do a quick toreando there, but my opponent blocks my bicep with his foot, making it difficult. And he has my sleeve, so I can't just re-pummel my hand. So what I do here is I back up to the right side, I step around his leg, and now I kind of change the angle and I flick that foot up. And notice how I drop level, it gets my shoulder under the leg, and now I'm getting that upward pressure on the foot. So now here as I step around, I'm gonna again do that big step over the head here. And as I step, you can see him trying to bring his leg up to try to loop it in to fight. But because I stepped over, it's hard to see at this angle, it blocks his leg out from coming in. From there, I can start to dig my arm down the back, and I'm focused in this position on preventing his feet from ever coming in. I can dig into north-south, and like the last time, I'm trying to use my chest to keep him flat. But this time he's able to turn over enough that I can no longer flatten his shoulder. So I transition from chest to chest pressure to chest to back pressure. So now I'm keeping my pressure and weight on him on his hip. And as he turns, as long as I lock my chest to his back, in this case his low back, he can never get his back to the floor because I'm always in the way. So I switch my far arm over to the far hip, and I'm just keeping my chest behind his back, because I know when he tries to roll or move, I'm always going to be following and staying under, and it allows me to do this nice jump over here, rolling to the back, and I'm already going for the choke. All right, now looking at this last sequence here, this time, again, I just dip under. You can see I already got the foot up. I'm controlling the foot on the bottom leg so he can't try to repummel that. I start to go around. Now I got him much more almost into a stacking type position on this one. I step over. And again, it's kind of on the bad angle. I'll try to include a clip example of when someone would try to do this, bringing the foot in, and I block him out with the shin. From here, now I got the back, I block the feet out, and I'm shucking the legs to the floor. Again, he tries to get out of the pass by immediately turtling, and I switch up, lock my chest to the back first. It's important to understand the chest to the back is more important than even the grips. If I have certain grips, but they get their back to the floor, there is no back tape. But as long as my chest is on their back will never go to the floor, and I can find a way to follow through to the back. So here I start setting the seatbelt, I throw my top hook over, just focus on keeping the chest to back, and I go for a finish from there. In this last clip, I'll let you watch it in full sequence. So now going back through it, it's Leandro Lowe versus Keenan Cornelius. And Keenan is playing a foot on the lapel. So Leandro initiates with a throw-by attempt to pass the guard. Often people will fight out of this by almost like self-stacking a bit. So Keenan tries to come back and kind of roll his hip out of it. And then Leandro gets an underhook on this left leg and starts shelving that foot up towards the ceiling. So you can see how Keenan's right leg in this case is like driven all the way up towards the ceiling. He can't get that back down and it gets him out of position. So now Leandro keeps walking around that direction and he does a slightly different variation that I didn't show. I showed stepping my leg over, but another way to finish this is you can transition your arm to hook their leg. But again, the main goal is to block the foot out of position. So now you can see the foot is out of play, and then Leandro is going to switch up to an over the back grip here eventually, which deflects the feet from coming in, and he can dig in to finish the pass. All right, guys, I hope you like this form of quick breakdown. I think it's a great way to learn. You kind of get to see the technique in action as I narrate it. If you guys have any other competition matches or techniques you'd like to see me break down, or if you guys want to send a video of me, you sparring, you can send it to me on Instagram as well. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of these kind of breakdowns and fun content. And as always, if you guys like this content, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment and let me know what you guys think. Thanks a lot.